for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Thank you so much for the love and support. You know, we are heading so close to the things that we have been working so hard for. And, you know, and being able to reap the benefits of, seeing the reason why we had to go through those things that we had to go through that was so hard is truly a blessing. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos that has been placed out is uplifted you, give you good information or just good vibes you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, please go ahead and share, you know, especially if they need spiritual guidance or just need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Sorry about that, y'all. It's like I got dry skin on the side of my mouth. Um, if they even need, you know, what does that say? Spiritual guidance or just confirmation of validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go and share. While you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And thank you for the support, I meant to say. The background music I'm using in the background, y'all, sorry about that. This meditation really got me discombobulated. Letting go of fear, worries, boosts confidence, inner strength, and courage to claim your mind. And that I will post that link in the description box below. There are sometimes I'll be having some of my meditation music on, and it will straight throw me off if it's really, you know, it got those powerful frequencies to it. So my apologies towards that. But anyways, I'm just, like I said, prime example. Okay, my video that I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Hey, Oka's 10 signs that your spiritual awareness has been increased. And I wrote down a couple of them to make sure, you know, I didn't leave anything out. So in case you need to, you know, basically uh, see if you can resonate towards these things. Because I know I have, because I noticed I was like, you know, asking universe, okay, what video you want me to go ahead and you know, speak on it next, you know, shed light on things. And it was just like my spiritual awareness. And I'm like, you know what, let me, you know, let me see if they have a listed, you know, list down to basically make sure that, you know, these you can take part or even notice that things have really changed for you. And I know a lot of y'all have. I feel your frequency. There's times that, you know, um that I connect with y'all on Facebook Messenger. Oh, as well, you know, I haven't been putting it in there lately. If you know you're new to the channel, and you know there's times that you might want to speak to me, and I always tell people whatever we talk about is straight confidential. You know, being able to understand a lot of things that we go through, you might not want to, you know, post them on there for the public to see. So I always tell people if you really want to talk to me, you know, there's a lot of people who want me to email. I really don't email people. You know, if you need to contact me or you want to share something with me, just look me up on a Facebook Messenger. You know, it's just like, you know, there's so many people are getting people's information and stuff like that from email addresses and stuff. So, you know, I don't mind talking to you, but it's just like if you want to really get me, because there's a lot of people that, you know, send me emails, and I always tell people if you email me, you can always go to my info, you know, my about on the channel, and it gives you all the information, you know, about my email and stuff like that. But I'd rather for you to, you know, hit me up on Facebook Messenger because it's so much easier to contact me there. You know, if you're overseas, you know, I know a lot of y'all are overseas that I'm dealing with. Um, so if you text me at an odd time, because I know a lot of us are like 7 or 8 hours difference, you know, I'll try to get in touch with you as quick as I can possible. But yes, a lot of us are feeling that. You know, and I noticed that a lot of the things that I was speaking on in my other videos today, it was basically, you know, resonating with that. But number one is the increase of empathy and intuition. You find yourself listening less. You know, you don't go off of what other people say. You're you know, you're basically going off your own decisions, what your feelings are telling you and guiding you. You're listening more to your intuition. because it says find yourself listening less to what people say and more to the feelings and intentions behind it. Yeah, it's just like, before you actually react or respond, you can feel, if they're trying to throw you a bone, or they're actually being, sincere and genuine, or you just see somebody trying to see something, just to basically see how you're going to react to it. Number two, you feel drawn to nature. And I've been out in nature. I've been so upset because lately when I wake up, it's like storming really bad. So I'm not, I have to pick and choose what times I do really go in nature. But you find yourself in nature being distracted by the birds, the butterflies, the squirrels, just the flowers, being able to be adapted, just connecting with everything that throughout your surroundings while you're outside, connecting with nature. Number three is an aversion to negative people, uh, or actions. You find yourself less interested in gossip, pettiness, or judgment of others. I've noticed that a lot lately. I've not been want to do that. I just don't have time for it. If it's not gonna, contribute to my growth or anything like that, I don't have time. I really don't. And I noticed that, there are people that I used to connect with that were, girl, did you hear what happened? I'm like, I ain't got time. I really don't. And I'll change the big deal on that. Number four, desire for a united community. You seem more drained by us versus them. Argument, energy, and consciousness of politics, sports, nationalism, and racial divides. It makes you drained. It makes you drained for all that stuff. And I don't even participate in stuff like that. I just curve myself from getting into it, because especially if I see something about to pop up, or even when I see it on YouTube, I just keep scrolling. I ain't got time. It's like, number five is feeling and believing that all life is sacred. If you see like a bug, like a spider or something like that in your house, the flies, I've been trying my best to get them outside, but it's just like where I'm at in Georgia, it's like it just seems like the hotter it gets, the more you see a lot of ants, the more you see a lot of flies, and they're like, I don't know, they're it's just, they keep multiplying. So, but any other things, I try to get outside. I really go ahead and spare their life. Or, even when I see, uh, worms and stuff that are getting on the concrete, I try to put them in a more moist, uh, you know, moist environment. Um, and it feels good when you're able to do that. Number six is your consciousness feels renewed. Yes, I do. It's like you begin to look at your own memories and as only opinions of your experience. Versus a concrete reality, you realize now that your entire life experience can be different based on your consciousness and consciousness you hold. Yeah, I just, like I was telling you on my last video, when you can look at the things that you have went through and seeing what lessons you brought out of those, if you tend to look at things a lot different, you get different opinions about the situations that you're in. Like I told y'all before, when if you're in a negative state of mind, all you're going to see is the negative that is happening around you, and you're not really seeing what, the situation at hand and what the universe has placed you in for you to see what it's trying to teach you. So when you uh, rise yourself to a positive um, perspective, viewpoint, whatever, you can tend to see what lessons need to be learned in that situation. You tend to, stress less more when you can put your viewpoint and frequency towards that. You're living in the moment. You're not indulging in what if, this person didn't like me, or what if this person didn't make this decision. You're basically saying it is what it is. um you're just living for the moment and just see where the flows take you to, because you never know. If you're worried about things that have occurred in the past, you're putting focus in on the wrong things. If it's meant for a certain person or a certain situation to be at hand for you, a lot of times we were like, well, do if I just let this person go, will they come back to me? If it's meant for you, it'll come back. If not, it was a lesson that you and that person, or you and that object was supposed to participate in, and then it'll be what it is. um, Increase in inner peace. You don't mind quietness and alone time. You're quick to shut off the TV and social media more often. And anybody who's connected with me on Facebook knows there's like things I'll go in like in my memories, and if it's something I resonate with. And then I started noticing a lot of things that I used to share and how I used to speak on, Facebook, because I don't have any of those other things like Twitter or, Instagram or anything like that. I used to talk so negative, and it was just like, oh my God, I've changed so much. And I'll start laughing. Like, I'm not about to share this. I don't even think about it like that anymore. But yeah, you tend to not, there's like, I watch certain reality shows, and lately I've been, not even paying attention to them. Like, I wanted to see the VMAs just to be able to see Missy Elliott perform, and didn't even, I went to sleep. I went to sleep early because my back was hurting so bad. So I just went to bed like around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Um, so it's like, and number 9 is compassion, positivity surge through you. You rather than you competing or want to see ill will for another, you hope we all make it, and all are happy, because in reality we all are connected. Yeah, there are certain people that I've connected with that I did one on one, and basically helping them understand a lot of things that has been taking part in their life, and why they're guided towards certain things. And there are certain people that have things have transpired in their life, and they're want to, ooh, Rosalind, I want to get back. No, no, I'm like, no, you can't do that. Even though I understand, trust me, believe me, I know. But a lot of things you have to let it fix itself. You partake in your situation, not the people that have placed things on you. You have to understand, we can't seek vengeance on things, because it makes us no better than the people that have placed those things on us. A lot of times you have to do that inner work for yourself. A lot of things in your life has brought you towards a trauma that you have experienced in your life one way or another. But instead of trying to get back at people, like I said, in certain situations, and let me retort on that, because I don't want nobody thinking, especially if there's somebody like has molested you or something like that. I'm not saying that they're, you're a little bit like them as they are in you, but you have to understand, like, when like situations like that has happened, you never know what has been placed on them for them to do that. They may have been molested or something like that, and that's probably all they know. That's certain ignorance for them, but they're just using what they have. I'm sorry, y'all. It's something on my skin has been really peeling lately. Um, but it's just like certain things like that. So allow me to retort on that back that, because I know there are certain situations that has happened and you don't see your reflection of them. But you have to understand, hurt people do hurt people, because there's a lot of times that I've seen certain situations that I've took part in with my children that's been placed on me, because there's a lot of times where I got mad, instead of me putting my hands on them like it was done to me, I would lash out. And it's just like your hands is about as powerful as the words you speak, because that can really, even though you might be forgiven for that, they're not going to forget what you have said. So that's what I'm talking about. A lot of things that they probably carry, you probably carry as well. So yeah, it's just like some people always want to think ill will for people, and I say you have to understand, don't allow yourself to do that, because just the fact is, the mission that you have been anointed to, or you've been posted to, when you seek vengeance on people, and then you're gonna get mad because, like, when somebody does something to you, I've done it so many times. Somebody done something to me, I'm like, oh, I wish your brake pads would break, or I hope your brake lines break, stuff like that. Next thing you know, pow, pow, pow. Next thing you know, the karma has popped on me. I'm like, hold up, these are the people that play something on me, and it didn't happen to them, but you got me right back, and you didn't get them back, because I put you on a mission and you knew better. They're gonna get theirs, but you knew better, and you have to be able to think like that. Don't be trying to play something on somebody. Just let the chips lie where they have, because you gotta understand, whatever you put out towards people, it'll eventually come back to you. But you don't need to be able to play something on somebody like that. Just even when I know there's some people that try to put spells on folks, I say, that's weak minded as I don't know what. There's times I've done something, back in the day. I had somebody do some little work for me, to keep certain people away from me in my relationship or whatever. And I end up biting myself in the butt. And then next, I can't get rid of the things that's been going on now. And I said, you know what? See, that taught me a lesson. You can't be doing that. You gotta allow things to go, you know, let nature work out for itself. Don't be trying to intervene. You know, there's people that put spells on people for them to love you. If you got to do all that just to keep somebody, baby, you don't need them. You know, you really don't. And there's people have, you know, came back to me and told me there's some people who put spells on me to, you know, to deal with my ex. And I had to laugh. I'm like, okay, but you really just don't know. You done got 10 times put back on you just because you did that to me. And you were like, well, you haven't returned my reply. I'm not going to, because I already see what wreak havoc you about to put just because you were the one who did it for them. So they about to get it and you about to get it. So I ain't got to worry about stuff like that. But yeah, you know, it's like when you know your spiritual awakening awareness is really increased, that will happen as well. And the last but least is enhanced authenticity. You need less attention in crowds, public situations, or around others. Rather, you rather help you rather be in contentment and to watch others and assist and help others to see their own growth and beauty. Yes, I love that. And that's why I guess I've been getting so emotional, because I'm seeing a lot of people that I've helped, even other empaths that are on their way to being to me, seeing a lot of y'all just rising above all the chaos around you. You have finally seen, you know, what it was. You know, a lot of times we have to keep going through it and through it and through it. A lot of times it takes us longer than others to be able to understand, not to be able to engage in the pettiness, not to be able to engage in the negativity, not losing focus on what you want because you just so have, you know, there's a lot of times you have to be right. We're always trying to have the last word. I'm that type of person. I used to always have the last word. And a lot of times I said, you know what? Let your last word be just silence, and that could be your response. You ain't got to do all that. You know, allow some people to be acting ignorant by themselves. A lot of times you got to let people be petty by themselves. Keep walking. And a lot of times you need to walk away because you already know if you're working on something that's going to enrich you in so many levels, you have to be understanding. Like I told you all in the last video, is the importance of you being right better than you know you're end up costing what you're really trying to achieve here. You're missing the purpose. A lot of times we're placed in certain situations. That's why I be looking when things are placed on me. I'm like, I saw that test and you almost got me and you're passing it. So you got to be proud of yourself. There's a lot of things that you had that had to transpire in your life for you to be able to have that switch of your spiritual awareness to be able to increase. You know, that's why I'm, you know, lately it's like when I do my alone time, I reflect on a lot of things that has transpired in my life lately, place myself in, or I reply to, or go forth, because a lot of things I'm like, ooh, you need to not, you know, pass judgment on people. Everybody got their, you know, everybody has their situations. You know, if somebody asks me, that's a different story when it comes to their stuff. And I'm just looking like, dang, you know what? They don't have to go through that path, because, you know, you can see things on social media, especially around a lot of these celebrities, and you have your own way. If, you know, if you went through things, and I've done it myself, is saying, you know, hey, a lot of times these people got to learn, even though we might look at them as like, oh, you so stupid, oh, you this and this. Now, I wouldn't allow, you have to allow them, just like you're on your journey, they're on theirs too. You know, you can see what they shouldn't have been doing or whatever, and you've learned because you've been in a certain situation. They have to be going through it too. You have to understand that, just like people that we deal with, they're very toxic. You're learning your growth. You're becoming your growth. You're becoming your power. You're becoming your strength. You're instilling those. You're rising above. But a lot of times when there's people that we're in situations with, you got to understand they're on their journey as well. There are a lot of things that, you know, you have to rise above, and being able to reflect on them, that, you know, even though things have been placed on your path that has hurt you, you can still, you know, you can still heal from that. Because there are situations that, you know, my other half is dealing with, and then I have to understand, you know, he ain't on the same level as me spiritually. You know, a lot of times we have to be able to go through things for it to, you know, that spiritual awakening switch to quit, uh, you know, quickly snap on. You have to understand that too, because, you know, a lot of people that I am connecting with now are dealing with toxic relationships, and I understand it can be very annoying. They go out their way to try to hurt you. You know, they're talking about you to other people. You have to be, you know, and it's a very messed up situation for somebody to do that, especially if you're like, I've been with this person for 10 years. We don't have these children. You know, we went through thick and thin and all that. You have to understand, with you being an empath, we've been placed on this. You have to be able to reflect off of them in a positive way. No matter how hard they try to sit up here and bring you down, because the fact is they see that strength in you. They see that power in you. So they're going to try to beat you down and have you at their level. You have to be able to play the game. And a lot of times it's hard to play that game. You want to, engage in the pettiness. You want to be able to do that. When they piss you off, you want to be able to say, not this one. But a lot of times you have to keep on reflecting. You have to just, like Nicki Minaj said in that Pills and Potions song, you ain't got to wish death on them. You can just reflect on them. Let them see that what they're doing is not bothering you. It's not going to move mountains for you, but actually it's going to empower you. It's going to give you that fuel of empowerment. It's going to give you that fuel of ascending towards better. You have to be able to do that. And there's a lot of times we try to understand why we're in situations like that, just for you to be able to show that your example is, no matter what has been placed on me, I'm going to still get through it. Yeah, it might be challenging, but I'm going to still get through it. And those are the things that is teaching you when you've been placed in certain situations. Yes, it's messed up to be in a toxic relationship when it comes to people. But a lot of times I noticed a lot of people that I've been in toxic friendships with, as well as relationships, they hated the fact is, no matter what I've been through, you can still see me, cracking a smile, acting silly, being able to let you see things from a different point of view. They didn't like that. Like I told you, your strength intimidates a lot of people. If they're struggling with their self, you know, that's a lot of times, I try to understand why, especially through here, there's been people that I've really showed warmth and love to, giving them knowledge that they weren't aware of their self. And I still had to just pray for them, because they're still struggling with their self. There's things that they're still trying to heal from. You more advanced. That's the reason why people are connecting with you a lot of times. A lot of, y'all watch my videos because there's things that you're trying to understand why you're going through. And then when you see the video, then you can understand why you're going through things like that. And that's a blessing to me. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. I just feel like I'm very blessed to be able to go through certain situations, being able to see the bigger picture of it. Because a lot of times we're in stressful situations that we just want to get the hell up out of it, but we're not seeing the lesson about us being in the situation that can get us up out of it. So that's the blessing to me, that I'm able to do all these different videos and being able to see, the comments y'all drop and say, Roslynn, I resonate. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without your videos. Probably lost. Y'all be making me cry, because it allows me to see what my purpose is. A lot of times I ask God and universe, why am I still in certain situations? Why do I got to keep going through this? This hurts like hell. Why do I got to keep feeling this way? Because there's a lot of things that I'm still learning about myself, still learning about my situation, being able to see I'm blessed. Because, my mom and them always used to tell me how lucky I was, because they were empaths and they seen the things that I was going through, or seen just because of who I was related to, I was going to go through so much hell, but end up rising above that situation. A lot of things I didn't know I was capable of doing until I actually had to go through it. And being able to see you're blessed beyond all measures, just because the fact is the things that you're going through and the things you're about to overcome. And when you can finally see that, oh shoot, journey ain't gonna be as hard as it is. Yeah, you're gonna go through some days. Not every day is gonna be a good day, but that when it's bad, you're gonna be able to get through it anyway. Just because it's only testing you. It's only testing your strength that you already know you have in yourself. These bad situations going to be, the thing that's going to enrich you and empower you in so many different levels, and you're going to be happy that it happened. And on them good days, it's going to be your present. Even if you're not getting nothing materialistic or monetary, it's just abundance can be that knowledge, that wisdom that you really needed to know about yourself, that you weren't, you didn't realize, because that switch has been turned off. Your slate has been wiped clean, that you had to go through all those trials and tribulations of spiritual awareness or a spiritual awakening, for you to be able to go through the hurt, go through the pain, be confused, be mad, make mistakes, go through a setback, go through disappointment, going through falling on your face. And then when you see all those things that has happened to you, and then you can be able to see a positive viewpoint about it, that's all, that was all about the main of the game anyway. It's the game called life. If any of y'all ever played Monopoly and game called life, that's all you're doing. Everybody's playing their little game. Everybody has their little section they're playing in. You're the good guy, but you're the person that's broke down, weak at one point, not being able to see the things that's in you. But though the bad guy, the devil, all these, the situations, a lot of us as empaths, we're addicted to different drugs, whether it's heroin, whether it's meth or alcohol, weed, or even, indulging in bulimia, anorexia, a lot of things that has had us in certain traumas has triggered us to be able to have some kind of coping mechanism, no matter what it is. And then when you can finally see, what, these things has happened. I'm not ashamed of where I've been, because where you've been is where it's going to place you in today. And you should never be, discouraged. That's why I have no problem with telling y'all, hey, I used to be a dancer. Hey, I used to be addicted to pills, Percocet, Xanax, Perc 10, Somas, BACs. You probably know them. Dilaudid, all those different things. I used to be addicted to it because that's how I felt my pain. That's how I numbed it. When I was going through stressful situations, when I got around my adopted family, the ones who placed things on me, I started drinking. I started, getting high till I couldn't get high no more, where my kids saw me like slurring, stuff like that. Things I wasn't proud of. Yeah, I shoplifted, did things like that. I don't care about what my past is, because my past is what brought me to my blessings today. I'm proud that I went through those things, because those struggles are going to be able to help the next person that shouldn't feel ashamed. Even when somebody tell you should be ashamed, those are the type of people, they're more reflected on their self and trying to push that on you than you need to be on yourself, because it's bringing you to where you need to be. And you should be proud of the things that has, brought you here. So, if you all those things resonate with you, give yourself a pat on the back, because you are getting there. You are there. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. Much love, y'all. I'm sorry I didn't mean to be preaching, but when universe want me to start talking, I'll start talking. So let me know if this is resonating with you. I'm sending you so much blessings, uplifting vibes, healing vibes, loving vibes, whatever is needed. I'm placing it towards your life and towards your journey, because I know we all need it. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, share. Hit that bell in case you need to know when I'm about to upload my next video. I would love to give a post notification shout out to let me see, Convey the Truth, much love to you. And let me see who else. Miss Linda, much love to you too, and I will talk to you on my next video. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out much love and light and positivity, because you never know, your kind words and your vibes can really take somebody a long way. I'll see you on my next video. Much love, peace.